Hello friends, in this video we're going to learn how to export audio from Ableton Live. Here I have a completed song. It's an ambient track that I've been working on. There's some clips that I've used, but most of the work I've done here on the arrangement view. The song is finished, and if you want to export it, first of all, you need to work out how long the track is. You need to work out what's the full range of music that you need to export. Because if you don't set the range correctly for exporting, you may cut off the end of your track, especially if your track uses reverb or delay. So even as you look here and you see, oh, it looks like the song ends here or here, it may actually go longer because of reverb or delay. Or in my case, actually, it's because my drones go up to about here. But yeah, if you use reverb and delay, they will go beyond where the last track is. So the first thing we're going to do is listen to the end of the track and see where the music stops. And we can do this either just by listening or by watching our meter down here, our main sound meter. So I'm just going to click towards the end of the track and we can just listen to the end of the song. So now we've just got our drone fading away. And if you turn it right up, you can still hear it's there and you can see it here. There's still some audio. I don't want to cut it off even the slightest bit because it's a very chill ambient track. And you can see there's still a bit of audio and it's gone. So I'm going to say, oh, it's still there. There we go. Let's say about halfway through bar 75. Oh, still there. Here we go. By 76, it's definitely stopped. So that means to create my range, I need to have the track export from bar 1 all the way up to bar 76. And here's a quick, easy way of doing this. I'll just click anywhere in bar 76. It doesn't matter which track I do it in, but I just click in bar 76 and drag to the left. And here you can see, oh no, I can't get all the way to the beginning of the track. That's okay. I just scroll to the beginning, hold down the Command key or Control if you're in Windows, and click and drag to the left, and it lets me complete the range. And you can see I've now selected the whole range of the song from bar 1 to bar 76, and you'll notice that I don't have to select the range up and down. I don't have to include all the tracks. It will automatically record whatever is coming out of this here main track, and the range is still selected there. So I'm just selecting the full length. Now, to get to the export menu, there's two ways, of course. You can either go to the file menu, which unfortunately you won't see in this video, but as you probably know, it's the first menu here, file, there it is. And you can see here, export audio video, Shift Command R. I'm a keyboard shortcut fan, so I'm just going to do it myself. Command Shift R, and there's the export menu. You can see it says here main, which means it's going to export everything that's coming out here. If the last thing you did was you had a track soloed, you need to make sure nothing is soloed. And here, obviously, you can select individual things, but we want the main. There's the length from track 1 to the end of bar 75. This is usually going to be pretty good. Typically, you'll want to leave it at what you recorded in. Of course, you can select a sample rate, but I'm happy to keep it at 44.1 kilohertz. Here's some good stuff. PCM, pulse code modulation. You can select 3 file types here. Make sure this is turned on if you want a file to export. Wave and AIF are essentially the same thing. They are lossless audio. It's essentially the same kind of audio you would find on a CD. Wave and AIFF are essentially the same as each other. There are some slight differences which you can read about if you care. FLAC is a bit different. FLAC is the free lossless audio codec, and we don't want to be using that for my class. Only specialized softwares can play FLAC, including VLC, but just about anything can play a wave. And of course, if you want to send a file to share it with someone, you can also create an MP3. An MP3 is usually around 1/10 of the size of a WAV or an AIF, so it's really good for emailing and sharing. But because we're creating a class album, we want a full lossless audio file, which is a WAV or an AIFF. I'm going to select WAV for mine. I don't want an MP3 of this, but if I did, I just click that to on, and it's a high quality 320 kilobits per second MP3, but I don't need that today. I'm going to click export. I'm going to leave this as it is, 16-bit and triangular dithering, but if you have reason to change that, feel free. Here we go. We click export. We choose a location for it, and oh, the name's already there for me, Gainsler Ambient. I'm calling my track Salt Flower, and I'm just going to hit save. I already did it earlier before the video, so just click that, and it's going to export. That whole process took a couple of minutes, but I have no reason to make you sit through that. One thing you can do to make sure that your track exported properly, you can check it. Ideally, the exported file should be exactly the same as the Ableton file. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do Command T to create a new audio track. And then I'm just going to go into my music folder and search for Salt Flower. And there it is. There's the track that I just created, 62 meg. So the MP3 will probably be around 6 meg. And what I'm going to do is drag it in to my newly created audio track. And I don't want them to play at the same time. So what I'm going to do is mute the track I just created here. So that's muted now. Oh, it looks a bit shorter, but I don't know why it made that. But there we go. And you can see, oh, it goes right up to bar 76, the end of bar 75. So it looks right. And what should happen is if it's the right length, it should be identical. Just for now, I'm just going to turn off that limiter I just put on there, and I'll make this a little bit softer just for the comparison. Now, if it's worked, I should be able to just play the track anywhere. And when I hit solo here, it should be a seamless or almost seamless switch, and they should sound the same. Yep. So as you can hear, the two tracks are the same, but of course there's some reverb at the end, whereas if I stop it, this version, you get no reverb hanging over there. And so there's the exported track, and that's the one I will submit for my assignment. I hope that's been helpful for you.